Hello beautiful souls, it's Karen here at Soul Magic Inspirations, and I'm here with a Divine Masculine reading. And today I wanted to do a Divine Masculine energy check-in around eclipse season. So as I'm recording this, we're in the eclipse energy. So very powerful lunar eclipse, full moon, and it's in Scorpio, and the moon is very much about our deep hidden feelings, and Scorpio is a water sign which is linked to our emotions. So it could be a very emotional time for a lot of people. Could be, you know, stuff coming to the surface that we've repressed or we've kept hidden. So I wanted to look at that, and I'm going to be doing one for the feminine's energies as well. And this is for those of you in separation, no contact. So please, yeah, just check this out. So I want to say thank you for your love and support. I really appreciate that. I've just got a new tier on my Patreon, so you can join from just £3 a month. It really supports my channel. I'm doing a special offer still on one question readings, £15, and 2 questions for 20. Check out my deck shop, and as I say, check out my Patreon. Once you join my Patreon, you get a free reading as a thank you for joining, and you can unsubscribe at any time. So I appreciate any support you can give. So let's have a look. I've pre-shuffled the oracles. So let's have a look. I'm using the Lantern Oracle. So let's look at the masculine's energies. So we've got accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. Yeah, taking responsibility for our own actions. You know, taking responsibility for things we've said and done that have maybe hurt other people. You know, taking responsibility for that is a sign of maturity when we do that. And forgiveness, hurt blocks our light. So forgive yourself, you know, masculines, forgive yourself for whatever you feel you've done, and, you know, let go and forgive others that may have hurt you as well, because holding on, it just blocks us, and as it said, it blocks our light. So to allow the light in, to shine a light in the darkness, you know, do that forgiveness work. And the Ho'oponopono prayer is a really good one to start. There's lots online that you can listen to or recite it yourself. And radical self-love, we can only receive love to the extent that we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves. So it starts with ourselves. It starts with loving ourselves, you know, to the moon and back. You know, love yourself deeply, honour yourself, respect yourself, and then we can do that with others. You know, we can unconditionally love others once we can do that for ourselves. And weeping wound, you are not your wounds. So we're all wounded, aren't we? We've all got wounds, you know, traumas, heartbreaks, loss, disappointments, and you need to heal that. So if you have a wound and you haven't done the healing, you need to do that healing. And this is a really good time with this eclipse energy to do any healing that you need right now to clear this up, to cleanse and clear this wound. And circles, clarity begins in the eye of the storm. So yeah, your life could have been going round and round in circles. The connection with your feminine could have been going round and round in circles, you know, not actually getting anywhere. And we need to break that, don't we? We need to break that chain of just keep going round and round in circles. And we need to go within and, you know, look within ourselves for the truth. And radical curiosity, seeing as if for the first time every time. So being curious, you know, researching things, and it starts with ourselves, as I say. Really know yourself, you know, go deep within to really understand and know yourself, especially with this lunar eclipse energy. It's a really good time to do that. And inner life, your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Yeah, that inner work, that inner being, you know, that inner child as well, you know, that unloved, unnurtured aspect that we may have within us, and heal those wounds and go within and shine the light on the darkness, you know, do the work, you know, to release that shadow. And transitions. You have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. So yeah, you're going through a transition, and we're all doing that. You know, we're going from one way of being to another way of being, and with these powerful eclipse energies. And you have everything that you need within you to, you know, deal with any challenges, any obstacles. You have what you need within you. We are born with that within us, with those talents, those gifts, that insight, and we got enough. You were born enough, so know that you're enough. And again, that's having that self-love, that self-care, self-esteem. You are enough. You know, you are worthy, you are deserving of love, just like anybody else. And false beliefs. Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitations that they confine us to. So having false beliefs about yourself, believing that you're a certain way and maybe other people don't see you that way. And again, that's why it's important to do that inner work, to really go within and really acknowledge who you truly are. And if you don't like that aspect, if you don't recognize that, you know, this is the time to do that inner work and sharing. There is giving in receiving and receiving in giving. So maybe the masculines were somebody that just took. I mean, I know in a lot of circumstances, I'm not saying it's just the masculines that do that. The feminines, you know, some feminines might be doing that, you know, take what resonates in your situation. But, you know, when we overgive or when we overtake, we're out of balance, and it's not true reciprocation. It's not true sharing. It's not that balanced energy. And, you know, to allow others to give to you as a gift to them, you know, to open up to receive. I've had issues with that myself, accepting and receiving from others. I was, you know, somebody that overgave in my relationships. I gave and gave and gave. And, you know, it wasn't something I did consciously. We don't even know we're doing it sometimes. So it became out of balance, you know, and I think that's so important, that we need to stay in balance with these give and take energies within our own self and within any connection with someone else. And home, may your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, light and pleasure lives. So taking care of your body, and home is where the heart is. You know, our body is our home on this planet Earth, you know, our physical vessel. And taking care of that, you know, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, you know, watching what you're eating and drinking. Are you looking after your body? Are you doing regular exercise? Are you getting outside into nature? Are you resting when you need to? I mean, there's all various ways that we can take care of ourselves. An eternal gatekeeper. Acknowledge, assert and protect what is right for you. So be your own gatekeeper. I feel this is talking about having boundaries in place, protecting your energy, having a cloak of protection around you, and protecting yourself from negative people, situations, places, having boundaries, you know, learning to say no, to protect yourself, to protect your own energy so that you don't get depleted. And again, I can resonate with that energy as well. You know, it's easy to give and we end up depleted, and, you know, we're not getting anything back. So you have to really watch that. And intention. Lacking personal direction begets confusion, and life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. So when we don't know who we are, when we don't know where we're going, we can be manipulated. You know, that's what I see. You know, there can be manipulation. People can take advantage of that. If they see that you're not clear, or you have unclear boundaries, or you don't have any boundaries, other people can overstep the mark. So we need to really honour ourselves and our boundaries. And spirit self, and I'm talking about the masculine. The masculine could have had people in their energy, you know, this is a masculine reading, whereby they were being manipulated in some way. And we've got spirit self, be who you are as you are. So we are essentially a spiritual being, a being of light, and we can't come onto earth to experience a life in a physical vessel and a physical body, but that's not who we really are. It's just one aspect of who we are that we're experiencing now. So get in touch with your spiritual self, get in touch with your soul, and to understand who you truly are. Wow. Okay, so there's really powerful messages. So I'm going to use the tarot, and I'm using the deck of heroes because it's a very masculine energy. So we're going to clarify these. This is accountability talking about here. Well, we've got Empress energy. So I feel the masculine is starting maybe to get in touch with their feminine side, to really recognize that aspect. We all have the masculine and feminine within us, and the feminine is that receptive side. It's that nurturing, loving side, and I feel they need to honor that. They're starting to honor that aspect of themselves at this time, because we both need, you know, the masculine and feminine need to come into balance within each of us. And then we've got forgiveness. So it's important that we forgive ourselves and forgive others. You know, it's a very powerful thing to do. It really is. Yeah, we've got Eight of Wands here. So this can talk about communication. So maybe the masculine wants to write it down. You know, communicate with somebody, with their feminine maybe, or other people. Or you can just write it out and just rip it up or burn it. And with this full moon energy, it's a really good time to do that, to write down maybe things that you did or that you want forgiveness for, or you're forgiving others. So communicating that, maybe, you know, maybe just writing a letter to yourself to express it in some way, and then rip it up or burn it and release it. And being in that energy of self-love, as I said, really loving yourself, you know, really loving yourself fully. Yeah, and we got the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel when you do that, you can have a new beginning here in your life, and you will attract more abundance as well into your life when you do that work, that forgiveness work. Acknowledging that aspect of yourself, that feminine aspect of yourself, and being in the energy of self-love. And we got the weeping wound, so healing yourself, doing that healing that you need to do, you know, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, do it, or all of it, doing that healing, focusing on your healing. Yeah, we got the Devil reverse. So there could have been a lot of toxicity around you or in you. You could have had toxic behaviours, addictions, negative behaviours, negative thought patterns, negative ways of interacting with other people. And with the Devil reverse, I feel you are letting go, or you're going to be letting go of that toxicity, you know, doing that healing work, healing those energies. Yeah, Ace of Wands, and finding the passion, finding the desire for life in a new positive way, and following your desires, following your creative passions, whatever that is, a brand new beginning. So we've got two aces here. So your life is changing, things will change once we let go of the past, once we let go of these negative behaviours, and we do that healing and we come into self-love. And we got circles, so going round and round in circles. Yeah, we got Nine of Swords. So there's been anguish, you know, anxiety, depression, worry, sleepless nights. And again, the circles could mean going round and round in your head. But the good news is the 9 is at the end of that. You're coming out of that. And we've got the Page of Cups. So giving that cup of love to yourself, you know, loving on yourself, filling up your own cup first, and nurturing and loving yourself is so important right now. Yeah, and curiosity, having curiosity about yourself, understanding yourself more, and, you know, knowing yourself fully, really getting to understand yourself fully. Yeah, we've got Page of Wands. So, you know, really getting into maybe a creative project, following a passionate idea, a communication. Again, it could be messaging somebody, reaching out, being inquisitive, being creative in some way, a new beginning with creativity. And, you know, going within, doing that inner work, healing that shadow, you know, shining a light on that shadow, really doing maybe any inner child healing, healing from toxicity, negative behaviours, which I can see with that devil reversed. You are going to be doing that, or you have done that. What can you tell us about that inner life? Yeah, we've got Nine of Coins. I feel that's the independent energies, you know, somebody that's okay being single, happy on their own, financially stable and abundant, and being good in your own energy, not being needy, not being codependent, not getting into a toxic relationship. So healing that aspect of yourself where you feel that way and coming into that independent energy. And we've got that transition here. So you're going through a metamorphosis, yeah, you're going through change. And we've got justice. So justice is coming in, and it's also about balance as well, as I said. So once you balance those energies, you will feel, you know, much better, much more whole, and realizing that you are enough, okay, that you are worthy, you are deserving. Yeah, and we got the Ten of Cups. So you are deserving of that. You are deserving of a loving relationship, of a family, you know, having that happy ever after. You are deserving, you are worthy. And coming into that awareness of that and letting go of false beliefs, you know, about yourself. Yeah, we got the Hermit reverse. So again, I feel that you may have been spending time alone and have gone within to get that enlightenment, to do that work. Or if not, you are coming out of a phase of being alone, of really doing that inner work. And understanding about sharing, you know, it's about give and take in all relationships. So what can you tell us about that? Yeah, we've got Five of Cups. So, you know, there's been sadness, loss and disappointment around love. Things haven't worked out. It hasn't been equal in some of your connections. It hasn't been that equal give and take. And things didn't work out. You know, the Five of Pentacles, there was a lack of give and take. You know, that's that lack mentality. You know, there was a lack, maybe a lack around money and a lack around love in your situation. But you're coming into your own centre, you're coming into your own home, you're taking care of yourself. That's part of the self-love energy. So really taking care of yourself. Yeah, and we got Three of Wands. So as you do that, things are going to change. Things are going to move forward. Things that are destined for you, things that you're meant to move towards are going to start happening. You're going to create that momentum with doing that healing work and loving yourself and really focusing on that and having those boundaries, as I said, in place. Yeah, we got Seven of Wands, which I do see as boundaries, but also it can be guarded energy. So, you know, open your heart as well. Don't stay closed off. Open your heart to love. Open your heart to give and receive, but do have those strong boundaries with others. Don't let your energy get depleted, and have clear intentions for what you're trying to manifest for your life. What is it you're trying to manifest? And we've got the Empress, so I love that. So we started off with the Empress and now we've got the Emperor. So you're definitely going to be balancing out your energies, I feel. You know, you're balancing out the masculine and the feminine and connecting with your spiritual self, your spiritual side. And as you do that, we've got the Two of Cups. So this is mutual energy. You know, this is that giving yourself that love, will bring in that loving connection because you'll match each other's energy when you both do that healing work. Yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune. So things are going to start moving forward. Things are going to change in a positive direction, you know. And Three of Cups can talk about reconciliation. So I feel that once they've done this inner work on themselves, they are going to want to reconcile with their feminine when they're in that good energy. So let's look at the other messages. So this is my Divine Masculine Journey to Sacred Union deck. So yeah, anger, hurt, pent up feelings. So I feel there's been a lot of repressed energy, not just anger, could be sadness as well, hurt. You know, as I said, this eclipse energy is going to bring these all up. Okay, they need to be healed, they need to be released. And they're really noticing the absence of the feminine. My life is cold without you in it. So you brought in a lot of warmth, a lot of joy, a lot of love into their lives. And now that you're not there, they're really missing that. And yes, they're awakening to who they truly are. They are connecting to who they truly are, or they're going to. And I love me, yes. So getting into that self-love energy, as I said. And you could be connecting with each other on the 5D, in your dreams, and building this connection in that energy. And they wonder, do you feel the same? Do you feel the same as they do? They're not sure, okay? And they feel the distance between you, and it's not just physical, obviously, it's emotional and mental. And yeah, dark night of the soul, karma is a bitch. So they, you know, as I said, they could have been going through, or they are going through a lot. Okay, they've had those maybe anxieties, depression, sleepless nights, worries, not feeling good about themselves. But you know, hopefully they will do that work. As I say, it looks like they are, and really missing you, craving you, I want to see you again. So really feeling the absence of the feminine, and it all comes crashing down, tower moment. So something could happen, and it could be this eclipse energy where they're just going to have to start looking within. As I say, they're going to have to do that inner work. And they have this sexual longing for their feminine. You know, there was always this lustful connection, but you can see there is passion here and love. And we've got someone reaches out, text message or a phone call. So we've got 08. So it could be in 8 days, could be in 8 weeks, could be on the 8th of May, could be in the month of August. Okay, so there could be a reaching out. Okay, so let's look at the other messages. So we've got love, yeah. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So coming into that energy of love, as I said, it starts with ourselves, coming into that energy of self-love, which is what they're doing, and they have that love for their feminine because they feel grief. You know, they had to lose their feminine to really realise what they meant, because it says losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So they didn't appreciate you, a lot of you, I feel, when they had you, basically. But now they're grateful. Okay, they're in that energy of gratitude, or they will be. Grateful for what's happening, grateful for what they have in life, and being in a more positive mindset. And being honest, I can't expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So again, I feel they weren't even being honest with themselves, okay, when you were connected with them. And finding humour. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So bringing humour into a situation, you know, maybe, you know, finding the humour in things, lightening their load. And I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So really feeling good about who they are, coming into that energy of feeling good about themselves. Yeah, self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So really coming into good self-esteem, self-love, and finding their own happiness. I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. So really connecting with the heart chakra and really realising that they are responsible for their own happiness. We cannot, you know, none of us can make the other happy or other people happy. It comes from within ourselves. So let's look at the chakras. So again, we've got love, so beautiful. And we've got the dog, which I will see as loyalty. So kindness, benevolence, sharing and receiving. So again, you know, that sharing energy, the give and take, realising and wanting to be kind. You know, maybe they didn't show you that kindness. And passion, desire, fun, fulfillment and joy. So they want to express their passion with you, their desire. They want to have fun and joy with you, have fulfillment and create a home. I feel some of them want to create a home with you. We had home come out here to create somewhere safe, somewhere warm, somewhere nurturing. And they felt that in your energy, I feel as well, that you felt like home to them. They did feel that in your energy. And again, self-esteem, confidence, self-love, self-worth, worth and pride. So they're coming into that energy of feeling good about themselves. And they're opening up to guidance with their crown chakra. They're receiving support, love, signs and direction. Okay, they're opening up to this and connecting with their own intuition more. And yeah, they could have had a third eye awakening here. So seeing the truth, getting clarity, knowledge and perspective, seeing things from a different point of view than they did before. I feel, you know, going within, as I say, getting that inner knowledge. And throat chakra, so a clearing of the throat chakra, wanting to communicate, wanting to speak their truth. And following their gut instincts, intuition, knowing, sense and trust. So again, this is that solar plexus energy, that self-esteem, and they're trusting in their gut. Okay, they're starting to trust in their gut. So final messages, what do they want to say? So this is my Divine Conversations deck. When we met, I felt superior to you. You were just another one-night stand, or so I thought. But something happened the night we met. I cannot forget you no matter what I do. I'm sorry for the way I've treated you. Can you forgive me? I know I've not shown you my feelings, but I do have love in my heart for you. But I'm not sure I can offer you anything at this time. I want to kiss you again and again. The feel and taste of your lips is intoxicating to me, and together with your scent and the feel of your hair, I am so aroused. I've done things in the past that I'm ashamed of. I feel if you knew these things about me, it would change the way you see me for good. My life is so out of balance. I did not realise this until I met you. My focus has always been work and then family. Your priorities are opposite of mine, which make you happy, and I'm not happy. So as I said, they're coming into awareness of what it is they need in their life. And as soon as I looked into your eyes, I was lost in your soul, lost in your heart. The intensity of these feelings scared me and I could not handle it. So yeah, they're still feeling the feelings here. They really have these intense feelings. And I feel they are going to be working on themselves and doing that inner work. And it will really help them to move forward. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you like my content, please subscribe, like, share, comment. And I will see you next time. Many blessings.